Hello and welcome back to Talk of the Town, giving you a spotlight on a great local business right now, one that you might have used or may need in the future. I'm going to join by Rob Tatro with Presidential Limousine Service, and we're going to learn a thing or two. I've already been learning a thing or two before we even got started here. Thanks for joining us.
Sure, thank you.
Let's start just with the big picture. What kinds of services do you offer?
Well, we offer several types of services. Types of vehicles, we're going to offer sedans. We do a lot of sedan work. SUVs, limousines, and a lot of buses. So we cater to a lot of different clientele. It could be a corporate event, going to a meeting or the airport where we use a lot of our sedans for SUVs, a private jet coming in for a special meeting. We do a lot of things like that. We run a lot of buses now for certain hotel groups going to businesses on a daily basis. We also have limousines and Mercedes-Benz Sprinters now that are great for evening on a night on the town or a prom or a special event.
Really nice. We were talking about this before we started, and the convenience and just the ease of access in and out on some of those bigger vehicles like the Sprinters is really nice.
Yeah, that's been an ever-changing market from the big long limousines and the big SUV and the Hummers. Mm-hmm. Now it's going more towards the Sprinter type limos where it's a long type vehicle. It looks a little bit longer than a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter type that you normally would see. They're a little bit longer, but you can step up into them. They can hold up to 14 passengers, and it's nice because you can step up into it, walk down, and be able to sit in your seat versus the old type of limos where you'd kind of scooch along the seats to get in the car and mess up your dress or your pants.
Right, yeah.
So it's a lot more convenient.
Scooching is tough when you're in a dress, let me tell you.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know. But let's talk a little bit about your really extensive experience in the limousine service. Share some of that with us.
Well, I've had our company in Cambridge now since 2005 or 6, so 10, 12 years now I've been in Cambridge. Before that, I had a large corporation out in California in San Diego. I had 65 limos plus 45 sports cars. I used to rent out the big long stretch limos to a lot of individuals, night in the towns, proms. A lot of movie stars would come into town, and back then I did start limousine manufacturing, so I used to manufacture limousines too. We used to do Lincolns, Mercedes-Benz, and we did one Rolls-Royce.
Oh my goodness, lots of fun, lots of experience this guy has. Let's talk a little bit about the drivers and some of the specifics. I want to talk about training, drug testing, things like that, so much that goes into this.
It does. There's a lot to find a very good chauffeur driver for your company.
Yeah.
We're always looking for drivers, but at the same time, you can look and seek, but I don't hire everybody I see.
Sure.
I have certain qualifications. One, due to insurance regulations, you have to be over 25, and have to be able to pass, make sure all of our drivers have been drug tested beforehand. We do a very extensive training of preset documented manual that we have, plus training videos. We do training runs that our drivers will go on before we put them by themselves. But they also, before we hire them, they have to pass a driving test. We take them out on a set course to drive one of the vehicles, turning, backing up. Not everybody passes those. And
yeah.
It's better not to pass then than later and have something happen.
No kidding. Good thing that you're on top of that. You have a really unique process that we were talking about before we started, and probably don't have time to get into today, but you have all of your business organized in a very specific way to make sure that all of your clients and customers have a very specific and positive experience. And before we go, I want to make sure we talk a little bit about technology too. And it's changing. So it affects your business probably greatly. How do you keep up with that?
Well, technology is always going to be changing. You can look at it by the computer you just bought. It's usually outdated within 6 months, or it's already outdated when you purchase it. So I'm always looking, what can I do better, different? I survey the younger crowd, the millennials, of what they like to do, because that's how we have to look how to run our business, how we do our marketing, what type of vehicles I have, type of software we use to operate our company. It's just, we're trying to make it easier all the time for a client to call, get a rate, make a reservation. We're trying to make it easier as we progress all the time.
Yeah, we're all moving quickly. We need instant
You want
results.
it now.
Yeah, we got to head to break, but in 10 seconds or so, can you give me 3 things that you want your clients to say about Presidential Limousine Service?
That they received great service from us, We were punctual, we were on time. They like talking to our office staff when they reserve something, and they loved having the driver on the road that picks them up.
Wonderful. We appreciate it. Well, thanks for sharing this with us, Rob. He's with Presidential Limousine Service. I was going to say limo service. They both
okay.
work. Thanks for being with us. Thank you for watching. We've got more after the break. Stick with us.